What's up, guys? Hello and welcome to Fight Picks with the Pros. My name is Garrett Marchesano, and today we're going to do something a little different with no UFC card coming up this weekend. We're going to review four fights that Chris and I are really anticipating for this summer that we really like. Hope you guys like the feedback. Of course, as always, I'm joined by Chris Holds It Down Holdsworth.
What's up?
Let's get into it.
Introducing Fight Picks with the Pros, brought to you by FanDuel.
All right, so the first fight we're going to review is Deiveson Figueiredo, coming in as a minus 250 favorite versus Brandon Moreno, coming in as a plus 205 underdog. So this is the quickest turnaround. They fought off a 21-day turnaround when they both had just great fights on their previous card. That fight is in the contender to be fight of the year. It's absolutely
great fight.
Incredible fight, back and forth all the way. I can't think of a fight to put in front of that, so it's definitely up there in the rankings. That's fight of the year. Now they are fighting on June 12th, so it's coming up pretty quick. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to switch off every time. This time I'll have Chris pick his fighter. Next time I'll pick mine, and we're going to do a little debate for each side. We're going to hear each other's opinion on why we think one fighter can win over the others. Even though if we feel emotionally strong towards one fighter, we're going to have to throw our debating hats on and go for the other guy. So for this first fight up, Chris, who do you represent?
I got Deiveson Figueiredo.
Okay.
For a couple different reasons. I like his style. He's a finisher, and he can finish you on the feet, and he can finish you on the ground. Trained with him a little bit, so I've met him, so I always kind of lean towards people that I've had some sort of personal relationship with. We didn't roll or train with each other, but I like it. I like his style. I think he's a great champion. He's really big for the weight class, and I think he would have won that fight if that groin strike point deduction wasn't called in that third round. So it was a close fight, but I think that point is what made it a draw. Not taking anything against Brandon Moreno. He's a great fighter as well, but I just think this next fight, Figueiredo is going to come in a little bit better shape. And wasn't the Moreno fight? Wasn't the first Moreno fight kind of short notice on the
21 days?
Yeah, on because Cody got injured, right? Or
Cody got injured, and he was coming in from Brazil, and he fought at Apex, and decided to keep him in the States to fight on that next card. So it was 21 days apart. So he was in shape. He came off the Benavidez fight.
Okay. So.
And Moreno was on that card too, though.
Yeah. So I'm going for Figueiredo. I think he's going to make the adjustments, and he's going to win by decision.
Yeah, I think it is the cardio adjustments because he was gassed in that fourth, fifth round, but he would gut it out and throw these like crazy hooks to the body that would land and stuff. So that was wild. So for me, representing Brandon Moreno, who's just he doesn't back up. He stays in there. He's ready to brawl. He's got to be looking back on that fight too and seeing some of those big shots he took because he was piling up a lot of strikes, but Figueiredo just comes forward with power. And I don't know if it's some guys can just take punishment, and Brandon Moreno was just taking these heavy body shots that were just smacking him. So this time I'm going to hope he's going to avoid the body shots. He's going to keep his hands up, but also protect the body as well. I think one of the huge things that played to his benefit is that he has a great cardio, great gas tank. He was just always ready to go, always coming forward. So I think he's going to bring that to this table. And then off this full camp too, they were both off a quick turnaround. Maybe his gas tank will even be there even more. I think the strikes are going to pile up. I don't see him finishing Deiveson Figueiredo, but it's hard when Fig has one loss and how he's been looking. But I'm going to say he tires him out. I think the sub could possibly be there if he gets him tired, scrambles on the ground. He just has 10 submissions on his record. He's got great boxing as well. I'm going to hope that he gets him tired in the later rounds. I'm on Brandon Moreno's side. My true fight pick might be towards Figueiredo, but for this the heat of the debate here, how we're structuring this, I think Moreno, if he really tires him out, gets him in the late rounds, drags him into deep waters, and either gets the submission win or wins by decision. That's what I'm going with. All right, let's move on to the next fight. So I'll be able to pick first, but this is Dustin the Diamond Poirier coming in as the minus 102 underdog versus Conor the Notorious Mcgregor coming in as the minus 118 favorite according to FanDuel Sportsbook. So this is a great fight. We all know the backstory on this. 2015, Conor McGregor TKO Dustin Poirier. Long road back. Dustin went on like a 13-fight win streak. took an L against Khabib, but he's definitely thought of as one of the best lightweights in the entire world. Was on a tear, and Abu Dhabi, he was able to take Conor McGregor out, knocking him out in the second round. So incredible fight. Now they're 1-1. They want to settle the score. Conor saying third time the charm. So for me in this, who am I going to force Chris to represent? Who am I going to take? I'm going to take Dustin the Diamond Poirier. I think it was such a brutal knockout. We all know it was the successful leg kicks that got him to that point. It really took Conor off his game and he made him unbalanced. And when he was trying to counter, but you could tell he couldn't put any weight on that left foot. So Dustin could just eat his shots, and when he put him away, it was like 6 or 7 shots in a row, and Conor couldn't do anything about it. So my thought behind their team, their strategy, is they're going to come in with a similar approach. They're going to go for those low leg kicks. And Conor keeps saying on Twitter and on Instagram, meet me in the center of the ring, Dustin. Let's see who backs up first. I want to go toe-to-toe because last time you tried to wrestle me. Last time you tried to go for the takedown. And I feel like he's trying to get in Dustin's head to make Dustin get out of his game and just box with him, which is what he shouldn't do. I love the feints for the takedown that Dustin did in that fight. I was there in Abu Dhabi, ringside, watching that fight, octagon side. And I love the takedowns. I love the calf kicks. And so I'm hoping Dustin's team comes in with the mentality of, we're going to wrestle a little bit. We're going to go for those kicks again. We're going to do heavy kicks. We're going to do feints for the takedown. We're going to use our knees. We're not just going to go in and box one of the best boxers in the UFC. So that's what I'm thinking his approach is going to be. And the fact that he just TKO'd McGregor. McGregor's not bringing his family to this event. He said that the old McGregor is coming back. He pulled his $500,000 charity donation. So Conor's going to come in talking a ton of shit. And I hope Dustin's ready to just fire back and talk a ton of shit back and just talk in the ground that he just TKO'd him. He knocked him out. And I think he's going to do it again. So I'm going Dustin Poirier. I think he's going to wear McGregor down. He's going to get like 2 or 3 takedowns leading up to maybe the fourth round. And I think the leg kicks are going to pile up again. There'll be a few moments where Conor flashes that left hand and it scares Dustin. But at the end of the day, I think it's going to end with either ground and pound. I could see a submission after Conor gets tired, taking all that punishment. But I'm going to say a 4th round TKO for my early prediction here for Dustin Poirier, coming off that TKO knockout of Conor McGregor. What you got, Chris?
Man, I'm a huge Dustin Poirier fan, so you stole my thunder there. But I'm also a huge Conor McGregor fan, and here's the deal. I think Conor McGregor has proved himself fighting in rematches. His rematch to Nate Diaz. I just feel like he's going to make the adjustments necessary. We saw he rocked. He almost finished Dustin there almost in that first fight. But, the champ that Dustin is, switched things up, took him down right away, made him think about the takedown and started adding those leg kicks. But I honestly think Conor is going to come out expecting that now. So he's not I think he's a smart enough guy to change some things up. Check the leg kicks, not get exposed as much. And I think he's going to find Dustin's chin this time.
Oh, so you think they're going to box it up? They're going to get in some exchanges. So you're saying the left hand drops KO?
Yeah.
Okay. What round? Let's see the early prediction round.
I think it's going to be the first. Yeah.
Wow. So I think he gets it done in one. Mm-hmm. Conor's famous line. Okay, so I'm saying Dustin Poirier, he beats him up, gets some wrestling in, and he TKOs him in the 4th round. Chris is saying that he's going to piece him up in the very first round. That Larry left hook, left straight is going to land, and Conor's going to knock him out in the first.
That's right.
All right, those are the official.
Sorry, Dustin. You're my boy.
Early predictions. All right, coming on to the next fight, we got Israel, the last Stylebender, Adesanya, coming in as a -275 favorite, heavy favorite, versus Marvin, the Italian Dream, Vettori, coming in as a +250 underdog. So this is the rematch. This was a great fight, split decision fight. Of course, Stylebender won that original match, and now he's coming back again. Vettori's coming off a great performance, and so we'll see what happens. So now, Chris, it's up to you. You're up first to talk about who you think is going to win. Make your official prediction. You get to pick your fighter first. Who you going with?
I'm going to roll with Israel.
Damn it.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Israel. I like his fighting style. I like his personality. And not taking anything away from Marvin Vettori. He's a great fighter, and as he proved over and over again, split decision loss to Israel, and then his last win over Holland. Yep. But I think Israel, his 6-inch reach advantage and coming off that loss at a higher weight class is going to spark that fire again, and I think he's going to come out and really try to showcase. I think he's going to finish Vettori probably like in the third.
So what's going to be his strategy coming in after kind of losing the faint sparring type match is what it felt like with Jan Blachowicz? What's going to be his strategy? Because Marvin Vettori is like that same. I feel like he's a mini Jan Blachowicz in a way.
That's the thing though, a mini.
Yeah,
you
true.
know what I mean? So I think that size difference really played a factor in that Jan Israel fight. As you can tell, Israel couldn't get off the bottom.
Yeah,
big dude on top of you with some good grappling. It's different when they got 10, 15, 20 pounds on you. So it's going to be different. I don't think if Marvin does take Israel down, I don't think he's going to be able to hold him down too long. I think he's going to be able to jump back up and use his feints and level changes, and he'll end up catching Marvin with something.
So you're saying TKO finish for
like probably third round.
Okay, so me on Marvin Vettori's side, this guy's hard to finish. 27-4. He's got 9 subs. He doesn't finish a lot of guys. He's got great stand-up game. Doesn't take away from his stand-up because I feel like maybe the power's not quite there, but he's got some power. He's southpaw. He touches guys up a lot. I gain a lot of respect for him in that Holland fight. I was pulling for Holland in that fight. I wanted that. But I like how he mixes up his wrestling and his scrambling, and he feels like, felt like he was the stronger guy against Holland. It was no question. When you watch the end of that fight, you say Vettori just outmuscled him, threw him around. Israel is kind of sneaky strong. He's a stronger guy now, especially that he's back down to 185. It was the first time we kind of saw him really get outmuscled at 205, and like you said, Jan's a bigger guy. But I think Marvin's going to come in there. I hope he mixes up. This is a whole nother striker. Holland's a great striker, of course. Israel Sanyas is even a level above that. So I think he's gonna try to strike to get on the inside and get Israel in a lot of clinches, take Israel down, even if he finds his way back up to his feet, try to get him tired. Don't play the feint and strike game with him. And I don't think he'll be able to sub him. I think he'll get some takedowns, and that'll help him win some rounds. But I think it'll end in a decision. This is a 5-round match. So I think it's going to end up being a really close fight. But I would pull Marvin Vettori. He's going to come in with a lot of energy. He's on a 5-fight win streak. Izzy's coming off a loss, and Marvin Vettori talks a lot of shit. So I hope he grinds that into Izzy. You're coming off an L. You just lost. You're not the 2-weight strap. You're going to lose both of them now. He's going to be talking a lot of shit. He wants that split decision loss back from Izzy. So I'll say Marvin Vettori is going to piece him up, a lot of feints, get the takedowns, which I think were the difference in the Jan Blachowicz fight. It looked like it was possibly split in that last round, and Izzy got taken down. It shows me he's susceptible to those takedowns. So I'm going to say there's going to be like 4 or 5 takedowns. He's going to be held down. He's going to find his way back up. There'll be flashes of greatness from Izzy, landing some shots. But at the end of the day, split decision win for Marvin Vettori.
Good call.
Yeah, see? Tried. All right, now moving on to the last early prediction. We're going to talk about Leon Rocky Edwards coming in as the minus 450 favorite. Huge favorite coming in this fight. Versus Nate the Dog Diaz coming in as plus 340. I just made up that nickname just right offhand. That's a pretty good one, huh? He's coming as a plus 340 underdog. So this is the tough one. Nate Diaz's game has come a long way. A lot of old decision losses. Leon Edwards is a great fighter, and he's ready to get in there. This was originally scheduled for UFC 262, and neither fighter has competed since 2019. So this is coming up June 12th as well. Huge stat card June 12th for these early predictions. So it's my turn to pick who I'm representing, and I'm going to pick Leon Edwards.
Thank you.
So okay, you go for Nate. So this is Leon, I feel like, is one of the most under-respected fighters on the roster. He's 18-3, 6 TKOs, 3 subs. He had the kind of mix up in the no contest last fight against Belal Muhammad. And Belal is coming off of some great fights. He's been looking really good. He's got a lot of hype in the UFC right now. But let's just be honest, he was getting beat in that fight by Leon. We know it's a no contest. The eye poke was unfortunate, but I think Leon was on his way to finishing that fight, and he looked good. He looked like he was shredded, in great shape, great mentality. He just wanted to fight. He still just wants to fight. So he's on an 8-fight win streak. I think Nate is going to take a lot of shots, of course. That left-hand straight is going to find a home, and it's just going to get Nate bleeding. He's going to be a hard guy to finish, but I think the striking game, he's just levels above Nate. Even though Nate is in there to brawl, he can land some shots, but I think Nate is going to get bloodied up, beat up, and he's going to be a hard guy to put away, but I think it's going to happen over and over where he's going to win these exchanges, even some of the grappling. I think he's just the stronger guy, and Nate has great technique, but he's going to feel that power of Leon Edwards, and it's not going to be a good day for Nate. So I'm going to say unanimous decision. He's going to get pummeled all 3 rounds. Leon Edwards is going to bring it to him, win those striking matches. Nate's going to be bloodied up. It's going to be a gutsy performance, but at the end of the day, I'm going Leon Edwards by decision.
I got Nate Diaz. They're both coming in at southpaw, so this is gonna be a little different. Leon's probably not used to fighting southpaws, and I'm sure Nate is not used to fighting southpaws. But Nate's got the reach advantage, and I think Nate knows the boxing game well enough to where Leon Edwards is not going to be as effective in the striking as he is with other fighters. Nate Diaz trains with a lot of good boxers. He trained with Andre Ward for a bit. His main boxing coach has been training him and his brother for a bit, and as you can tell, like, their boxing looks great. So I think, the time off probably healed some injuries. He got hungry again, and money's probably running low. So it's like time to go back at it. Yeah, it's time to go back at it. So I think he's going to piece Leon up from the outside, use his range, pop him with the jab, hit some left straights, and then, get him against the cage and use that. And I want Nate Diaz to get the submission because I think he can definitely expose Leon's ground game. If we get a triangle or some sort of guillotine or rear naked choke, I can see that happening. If not, I think Nate will win in decision. So I'm calling like a sub, maybe second round, or I'm calling a decision, and he's just going to piece him up with the strikes from the outside.
I can see that. That's a good call. That's a good evaluation there. Okay, so you go Nate Diaz, possibly sub. If not, he's going to get the decision win. I'm going Leon Edwards, getting a unanimous decision win, piecing up Nate on the feet. So we'll see what happens there. All right, guys, that's a wrap for this show. Hope you like the mix-up here, us taking both sides for these early predictions. Thanks for watching Fight Picks with the Pros. As always, brought to you by FanDuel Sportsbooks. We'll see you next time.
See ya.
Hello, everyone. Bruce Buffer here. Thank you for watching the MMA Surge YouTube channel. We hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and get notified when we upload next.